body is dehydrated, it's the time when you wake up, you start to feel thirsty, which means your body is asking for water. But a lot of people don't. Even though they feel so thirsty also, you don't want to even drink water. You need to hydrate, drink it up. You need to hydrate. How many people do that? Example, oh, I did that. Yes. 5 or 10 ml, 1 or 2 mouthfuls. That's not enough. For one whole night's sleep, the very next morning, if you really want to drink water during this dehydrative, the effect, minimum 400 ml of water, or else it's not sufficient. It's still deficient, still dehydrated, not enough to build, not enough to flush. It's not cleansing. When people wake up in the morning, I think water is to clean. No, it's flushing. First cup, 400 ml water is flushing. And flushing where? It's not the blood, it's the kidney. That needs flushing. Because when you sleep, you lie straight. When you wake up, vertical, water goes in, it flush. Have to clean up the center cavity of the kidney, which are the foremost important thing, the Bowman's capsule and the glomerular cupping in the kidneys. They are very important. You cannot clean them, you can flush them. And our kidneys in a human being need, wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, water to flush them. That is important. If you don't do it without enough of this property, your kidney is going to fail you. Your creatinine is going to go up. Your urea is going to go up. These are the two things, when it shows sign of too much, you say, your kidney is going to break down, and the doctor is going to ask you to do even dialysis. When creatinine is high, urea is high. Actually, your kidney stop breaking down because you don't have enough of the water to flush. Things stack up, it builds up these unwanted impurities. I call it creatinine is not something bad. It's only a building of impurities. You need flushing only. And if you don't do enough of it, time will come of which the tissue in the kidney start to break down and you can't perform anymore. So what a pity, There are a lot of people don't understand how to handle your system well enough to make sure every organ function until the last day. It can be 100 years of age. See, why must you just live when you're only 60? It's supposed to be live until 100, but you're only 60. Just because you don't serve your organs well enough for the organs to serve right you until the old age or the right age. See? So when you wake up, you may feel rested, but inside your body, a quiet struggle is already happening overnight. Quiet struggle, not enough water. They want to form the machine. When you start to run the machine, wake up, your stomach needs to settle down, get ready for it to take food and for digestion. All needs water to flush. See, you do nothing. They don't alert, and every organs are not connected. The brain cannot command properly to diversify for information and work, systematically for your body. So how then can the body cooperate to make you to give you the best when you don't give them something they need to push to stop the engine? So as you sleep, your body loses water through the breath and skin. Dehydrate, perspire. You don't feel you're already sleeping, but your body is perspiring. Water is leaving the system. You are already, burnt until you don't do the certain limit. So there are people who wake up, headache, morning thirst, muscle cramp, migraine, dry mouth, muscle spasm. All these are not because of sickness. Your body keep talking to you, master, top up water. And you go and see doctor. Every time see doctor, you pay for, keep paying doctor money, taking drugs. You'll never improve. The problem will keep continuing because they only need water. But they're going to see a doctor to take drugs or medicine, which they don't need. So this is something, information, health, of which health is concerned, but people not aware of. So, you see, you awaken already dehydrated. You wake up now, and yet, the first thing many people do is reach for coffee. Right now. Which we are not supposed to take coffee. Water before coffee, not coffee before water. Water, minimum 400 ml first. I don't need to say coffee is not good, coffee is perfect. Perfect. If it is without creamer, without sugar, coffee is a very good beverage. But not first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning is water. Purely water. Then only you can take coffee. If or else your body is already dehydrated. You drink coffee. Coffee is a diuretic, you want to urinate some more. You already lack of water, yet the body wants you to urinate. How on earth can your body function that manner? Right now. So don't do that. And a diuretic or skip fruits entirely. But the blood now thickened from the loss of water is working harder. The blood thickened. During sleep, when we sleep, when water is not enough, our blood thickens, our blood thickens. That's why people sleep and then cannot wake up anymore. It's not a heart attack, it's not stroke, it's hardening of the artery. So the word they use stroke, heart attack, your body no. Your body is not suffering from heart attack. Blood attacks. I always tell people, blood attacks, no heart attack. I don't believe in heart attack the word. Our heart loves us the rest of our life. Our heart don't attack us. It's the blood attacking the heart. Any sickness, any disease is the blood that attacks. See? So if we can understand well enough to be able to take food according to what our blood needs and stay, you will be very healthy. Every day you wake up, full alert, conscious, alert. You know who you are. And on the way, anytime, any moment you can leave the house. Rather than wake up, eyes open so wide. Because you don't know who you are, So if you can't recall your name, how on earth are you going to do what you're supposed to do that day? Everything. The message. Your brain can't read well what you're going to do when you can't even recall who you are. This is not memory loss. This is RNA. Come locate the DNA. On cellular level, the cells are very powerful. The things in the body, we are supposed to make sure my cells are properly fed. Not, the organs. Cells need correct food. Cells are, something so unique that we need. And I don't know whether you heard me saying or not, in my last 2 years ago, I did mention, by the year 2026, today, the world is already going to change, medicine into sadism. No more medicine eventually. Today anytime you see doctor, medicine, MEDICINE. But the world has started to change starting this year. A lot of things go wrong to your system. If you were to want to get well, it's not taking medicine, it's going to take sadism. CEDICINE. And the world is already starting to talk about sadism. No more medicine. And it's going to go big, by the time, 2030. By the time it reaches 2030, I tell you the market is going to be full of sadism. No more medicine. Maybe you don't even have to see doctor. Anything I know about, the food that gives me cells, can feed my cells, can stimulate my cells, that's good enough for me to live long and healthy. Not only long, but not healthy. If you feed the organs, long life, not healthy life. I feed my cells, long life and healthy life. Sadism, no more medicine. It started the year 2026. And it's already starting. I went to Switzerland, I went to America, I went to Canada, a lot of talks, conventions, a lot of people are now talking. And I don't say I'm the first, but every time I talk about sadism. I already talked about sadism. That was 3 years ago when I gave international and global talks. I talked about sadism, no more medicine. And now people are trying to use this word. Now, you can't find it in the dictionary. Well, it is not, but the next 2 years you will see it's going to be printed in the dictionary. Sadism, no more medicine. See? So this is something very extraordinary. We must understand. You die sometimes or you collapse. It's not because of heart attack. It's the blood that attacks. It thickens. So why are you so stubborn? Still not wanting to drink enough water. Early in the morning to flush out waste to make sure my blood is still, able to be, to flow properly, orderly, healthily. If not, something like that attack. It's not the heart attacking you. It's the blood attacking the heart. Understand? No? So the word is heart attack lah. I don't agree until today lah. Huh? Since 50 years ago until today, I still say nobody died of heart attack. Your blood attacks your heart and you die. So you must make sure anything I take, anything I do must benefit the blood. Then only you start to be able to live long, healthy life. So, what is the remedy? What is the remedy? So today, after listening, you start to do. There are people after listening to my talk, they start to practice. 3 months later, I don't know, I give talk again, they come and hug me. Thank you, doctor. My blood pressure drop, my cholesterol drop, my diabetic drop. 3 months only. I got a shock, I don't know that. They just heard my talk. So this is something very unique. We must know how to feed our cells in the body. You don't have to take medicine for high blood pressure, for diabetic, or for even the cholesterol. When your cells say, please feed me right. It's not a medicine, it's medicine. It's the food for my cells and not the medicine for your sickness. A to Z. I told you I don't believe all the names of the sickness. I told you I don't believe in cancer. Nobody died of cancer. It is cell infection, you die, not cancer. And cell infection is a very basic thing our body do. Our body can fight cell infection. We call it cell apoptosis. It commit suicide by cell. Our body is capable. Your grandfather's time already got tumors. They call boils, B-O-I-L-S. Boils. Those days, But today, when they start to do, the X-ray, they find something like one lump there, they say tumor, cancer. When our grandfather's time already have, they are boys. And boys means what? Our body is very smart. Our immune system through active immunity lah. Anytime when they locate anything that is toxin, chemicals, they start, to group them, circle them, fence them up. And when they fence it up, they hold them into one clump. We call boy. And this, all those not wanted, now combed, fence inside, kill them. We call cell apoptosis. You still remember or not? Grandfather's time? Sometimes there's boy outside. We wait until we come from past, isn't it? And when we discharge the past, it's a driver, isn't it? That is cell apoptosis. Today people call cancer. Our body is capable to do this. Body can capture toxin, fence them, comb them up, and kill them. It's cell, starvation. Cell, the kill. We call it, cell starvation or cell suicide. Body is capable to do this. This is natural healing, self-healing. We don't need chemo. We don't need chemo. Why must we do chemo when the body automatically can kill them through cell, apoptosis. So these are something we have to understand, you see. So it is simple. The moment you wake up, before coffee and before food, drink 1 glass of room temperature water with the juice of a quarter lemon. Lemon, you chop into 4 pieces. 1 quarter only, You don't need one whole lemon. Just 1 quarter lemon. Mix with 400 ml of warm water. Juice them out completely. Then stir. Only water, nothing added. Stir, drink. 3 months later, you can see your body, how you feel, more conscious, more alert. You walk even faster. You don't feel tired. You don't pant. Your heartbeat is perfect. One push, blood circulate. Just this, it start to set back body, mechanism. Body function, total space. I've been doing this. I've been practicing this. The past, the more than 35 years. And things I know, I research, I experimented, I gain, I want to share. It's not from books. It's not from books. It's from my experiment. Okay? I always want to do things to prove I want to share when things work well on you. Share, yeah? And after that, followed by one sachet of MA+, together with one sachet of Sakura collagen. Why MA+? Because first thing in the morning, 400 ml of water, 1 quarter lemon, already clean up, flush up your liver. That is very important. That 1 glass of lemon juice is to flush waste out from the liver. After that, why you take MA+? MA+, then in the blood, when flushing is done, waste leaving the liver, enters the artery. It's the time there are a lot of impurities. These impurities carry a lot of what? Free radicals. Free radicals, and they have to go out. If you don't have enough of the antioxidant to control them, it takes a long time to live, and you feel very tired. So when you take, MA+ with high, powerful antioxidant, it clears up oxidative stress, push this free radical away faster. You feel more energetic and very conscious. That is the way why we have to take MA+. After this, when MA+, high antioxidant clean up impurities, 76 of the nutrients in MA+ start to provide cells, with the food. 76 types of minerals waiting to feed all the body cells. First thing in the morning, you're already giving your body the best breakfast. This is the best breakfast, Not roti canai, Not nasi lemak, You see, nasi lemak is really good. Your mouth feels so delicious, tasty. You smile, you're happy, But the cells are crying. The nasi lemak was so hot, so lemak. Cells are dying and crying. When cells need refreshing. So 76, minerals are the one that a small package of 2.5 grams, so small the package, the sachet, but very powerful, 76 agents. The best breakfast for your body. You don't need a lot. Our morning session, breakfast, just one fraction of food. If it contains, a lot of minerals, I call them multiple minerals, that's good enough. It's not one big goal, char kway teow or even a kway teow soup or whatever. No, it's not. You take food to fill, it's a matter of quality to fill, not the quantity to fill. Okay? So people always think until it's full, one bowl is not enough, 2 bowls, wow, then I'm satisfied. But that thing that no energy. Whereas this 2.5 grams small sachet, multiple quality energy. So this is the best breakfast. You are feeding your body. You see or not? Then why Sakura? Our body is very smart. You wake up while rested 8 hours. You wake up, all the muscles are not ready. Sometimes you can't walk properly. Sometimes you can't stand in equilibrium. Why? When we sit without, we call this, weight bearing. Your muscles become loose. So early morning, the first type of food you take must contain collagen. This collagen is very important. And we need, in fact, 30 grams. 30 grams. But why? Some people ask me, why one sachet good enough? One sachet is 10 grams. If I ask you to take 3 sachets, people will say, no, that's so expensive, I cannot afford. Right now. So I just tell you, 10 grams, one sachet good enough. Why? Because the whole day, breakfast, after taking this, I'm sure you are going to take foods again. Lunch, you are going to take dinner again. So lunch, dinner, I'm sure you are taking some meat that is going to give you some protein. Right now. So morning, we want not a lot, a little, but we want full delivery. So no doubt it's only 10 grams, but these 10 grams are all fully delivered. The meat you take, no. And meat takes, 21 hours to digest. Morning, you breakfast. The muscles are waiting for protein, and collagen. But it takes 21 hours to digest. My muscles still looking for protein. Right now. Whereas when I take this Sakura, early morning, immediate delivery. Muscles benefit. It can react. I can squat, stand without problem. All these are collagen. See? So these are what, as you grow older, when you go to outside, even doing morning walk, sometimes you can't walk a longer distance, your legs become tired. Not because of rheumatic problem, because of deficit in collagen. Deficit in collagen. You are not sick. You are not suffering from any rheumatic problem. Weakness builds in as we age. And one thing, the ingredient, the most important minerals that our muscles need, protein through collagen. And this is immediate collagen. You don't have to break meat, digestion, metabolism, catalysis, emulsification, 4 processes. It takes 21 hours. Whereas this one inside body takes less than 3 hours. Less than 3 hours. The body already starts to use up the protein and the collagen. That is what morning is important. See? So this is something everybody must try. Whoever heard my talk, they start to do 3 months, 6 months, 1 year later, you are a different person. I told you I'm 73, I found I'm better than I'm 38. Those days I don't know how to handle myself. I don't eat proper food, I don't have good lifestyle, and I work it out like mad. Sometimes I do 4 a.m., which is wrong. I tell my children, don't work it out past midnight. See, because I knew I've been doing myself. It's not healthy. See, so after understanding all the wrongs I've been doing, I try to correct myself. And as I grow older, I want to make sure I start to enjoy life. I start to behave and start to do things best for my body and my systems. So why warm water? There are people who ask no. And there are still stubborn people always say, no, I like to drink cold water. There's only one common statement. We are warm-blooded, not cold-blooded. Warm-blooded means body, warm body, keep waiting and expecting to take warm water, warm food. Unless you tell me you're cold-blooded, then go for cold water. Human beings, mammals, warm-blooded, need warm food, warm water. And if you really want to go deep into science, I can take you to my lab and I do experiment and show you. Cold, contract. Our tubules, our capillary, contract. Warm, hot water, expand. If my artery always expand, my heart, just one slight push, blood goes up. When your blood artery contracts, your heart has to push hard to push the blood. Blood still don't want to circulate. See, we want expansion of artery, not contraction. Cold, contract. Hot, expand. See, this is science. You cannot argue. And if you think you want cold water, you don't want warm or hot water, by all means you can, it's your choice. I can't control you. But when health is concerned, I share information. You listen, you understand, you do it, you gain. Right now. If you don't believe, you are at a loss. It's not my concern. I want to help, but you yourself don't want to help yourself. Right now, you see, cold water slows digestive enzyme, increases mucus, congestion, solidifies fats, harder to digest, impedes nutrient absorption. Contract. Sometimes your cell also can't pick up what they need in your blood during contraction. Whereas hot water stimulates digestion, hydrates deeper tissue, increases circulation, flushes toxins. You see, this is the simple fact. Warm-blooded, warm food, warm water. If you want cold, that by all means is your funeral. We cannot argue with you. See, then because cold water constricts your blood vessels and your body in the first moment needs to open, not contract. Well, no, circulation must be in order. Open, artery wide enough. Blood circulation is in order. Your heart will never have strength. One like push, blood circulate. Rather than the heart has to push extra hard. Every time you always complain, shortness of breath. Is it not? Not because the heart is weak or sick, but your heart is overworking. muscles contraction. So something you do, something you drink, not enough to build and support. And then, the lemon provides potassium, vitamin C, and compounds that flush out the toxins your liver filtered overnight. That's the most important thing, because the one organ that always makes sure blood should not own too much waste and toxins are our liver. So you need to take some, morning, lemon juice to flush toxins out from the liver. So once the toxins are out, your blood is more clean, which the cells can pick up any minerals that flow along. Rather than it's too cloudy, waste, impurities, it keeps blocking. Your cells are able to identify what they need, what nutrients they are. How on earth can the body absorb? Right now. And the next thing that the body really wants is not absorption. The most important after metabolism, our body is supposed to synthesize food. Sometimes when the body starts to absorb, yet not synthesize, what a waste. Absorption alone don't make you better. Synthesize means, nutrients are delivered and converted. Absorb is still not delivered. Absorb only, but not put into use. That's why I don't want my body to, after taking food, absorb the food. I don't want. I want my body full synthesis. Any food, nutrients, synthesize, put into use. Nothing stay. Now that should be the way, right? See, and then the vitamin C improves skin pH balance, weight loss, and then dental health, liver cleansing. See, so it that awakens your digestion. Lemon juice alone. It restores flow to your system. Do not underestimate this act. In its silence, it heals. Silently, you are drinking like this. Suddenly, it is already healing. No medication. Just a very common lemon juice. And together with, just now the MA plus you take, with multiple, nutrients, 76 of them, ready to serve every cell, From the food, the 3 meals you take, you can't get the 76. One small 2.5 grams of MA plus give the whole body cells the food they ever need. See? So the second ritual is movement. First ritual is hydration. Second ritual is movement. After hours of sleep, your blood settles. The joints stiffen and your circulation slows down. Right now, it needs you to move so that the blood circulates. The blood, is more well organized. And that is why many older, the adults feel dizzy, off balance, or mentally foggy when they stand. And yet, most people simply force their way into the day, dragging a body that is not yet ready. You might collapse because the body is not ready. Wake them up. Give them command. They are ready to serve. So nobody is going to fall down. Nobody is going to feel dizzy. Nobody is going to have a heart attack. Nobody is going to have a stroke. If you awaken them, you give them command. They know what they are supposed to do. Your body is still well organized enough, to continuously serve you. So when the body serves us, when the cells communicate, you got life. When you don't serve them, and the cells say, I'm not going to communicate, sorry, no life. See? So this is why. It's not exercise, it's awakening. Wake all the body parts. And why I purposely put seagull? When each time we move, sometimes there might be certain force you put, you don't know, you're not aware. There might be certain, so-called wear and tear. Muscle pull, nerve, irritates, some wear and tear. So, by taking seagull, if you do deeper research, I call it, a medical collagen. Compared with Sakura, it's a beauty collagen. Sakura is more for skin beauty, okay? Whereas, seagull has many functions, one of which, is for internal injury repair. Because the collagen it contains is not only high, medical. And you don't know, a lot of wear and tear. wear and tear means what? Repair. And if you want wear and tear to be repaired, internally the whole body is full of, the need of collagen. So the C collagen intake, medical collagen, anytime internal injury, wear and tear, it starts to build, it starts to react, it starts to regenerate. So you will never suffer from complaint. No organism is going to lead to inflammation. You will never have pain. You will never suffer from sickness and disease. This is, medical collagen. Sea cucumber itself is a natural collagen. If you really want to further proof, you go and maybe you have already heard talks about sea collagen. The only one sea animal that if you cut into several pieces, it will still live. One cut to two becomes two. One cut into four becomes 4 cucumber. Cut into 5, 6 pieces, it becomes 6 cucumbers. The only one sea animal that can live new life. Another, species of the cucumber, if you were to cut them into pieces, they will not die. Was one of the reasons it had helped the body to replicate, rebuild, repair, if there is a lot of wear and tear. And mind you, every time when you talk, even I talk, there are wear and tear on my throat. See, when I start to bend down, there might be wear and tear on my cartilage on the back. See, when I start to carry anything that's heavy, it might affect, the bones, tibia, fibula, all these needs, some medical collagen to repair. So don't wait until when it's too extensive. When it's already, injured, it's too late. We don't want to wait for medical care. We want well care. So these are all well care. When a sick doctor pronounce you got what sickness, you are under medical care. You come here, you understand that you are not healthy. Sometimes you even see a doctor, you can't get well because you're not sick. You're not well. You're not sick, not well. So you look for well care, not medical care. So you always see wrong person. You're supposed to see correct thing, but go and take wrong food. Right now, well care, medical care is different. Doctors, cannot help humans when well care is concerned. It's medical care. Doctor is medical care, no well care. A nutritionist, a person who understands human anatomy, science for the system, is more of well care. And I use science for well care. I don't use medical. I don't believe in medical care. I believe more in well care. That means before I get sick, I must step into the need. Not to wait until you're sick, you start to chase. When you're sick, you take anything, you're chasing, That's why you keep asking, 3 months already, I still don't see result. You're chasing. So we don't chase, we tend to the need. So I'm supposed to get sick 2 years later. When I start to do something today, 2 years later, my body will not get sick. It's because I've tended to the need of my body. See, this is important. That's why for me, this is very important. Anybody, especially even housewives, they're not working. And you think housewife is free, and then they're doing nothing. Sometimes a housewife, the amount of work and the energy they produce, at home now is more than the work, And there are a lot of wear and tears in the body. Even housewife, wear and tear. And your body needs repair. So these are the repair. So when somebody talk about this product, ask you, why not you take this? He's not going to sell you and make money. He's going to make sure anytime when there's a wear and tear, your body is protected. So you will never have pain and suffering another 2 or 3 years. You still, intact and sound and healthy. So before you walk away from bed, that means you wake up. Before you walk away from your bed, before you walk away from the bed, just take 1 minute. Plant your feet. A lot of people don't do this, that's why they collapse. I'm very scared. When you are 60 years of age, if you don't do this procedure, you might collapse. You're not sick, but your body is not in equilibrium. That's why wake up, walk slowly, plant your feet because you need to earth. You need to earth the body so your body make you feel, in balance and equilibrium. Then raise your arms up. This is to call my upper scapula to be alert and to send more oxygen up to the brain. Raise your hand up. It can be in the bed. Then go out of the bedroom. Take one deep breath. These are all very important things we have to do. And it's all free, So if you ask me to buy the MA present, wow, 520 is so expensive. But this is free, free you don't want to do. And ask you to buy, you say expensive. Then what do you want? What do you want? Free, you complain. 520, you say cheap, expensive. Then what do you want to do? You want free? You see? Then after that, put your arms above your head. This is very important. Blood definitely will send oxygen to the brain. Not here. This is important. You reach the brainstem. If you don't, if you just move right, front 5 times, back 5 times, like this, 5 times, front 5 times, back, after stretching the hands and do this, you see, oxygen will be delivered here. And why is important? The brainstem, medulla oblongata, they need oxygen. Without oxygen, you don't feel good. You don't feel in equilibrium. So when oxygen is delivered, you start to send signal to the brain. Brain will start to send signal to the lungs, and the lungs do what? You will start to conduct 2 activities: automatic breathing, voluntary breathing. If not, it will only respond to automatic breathing. That means you breathe to live now. But if mine is properly, if oxygen is properly sent to the medulla oblongata, my lungs do 2 activities: automatic breathing, voluntary breathing. Automatic means enough oxygen. Voluntary means what? I got conservation of oxygen. I got enough to wait, for me to walk even a longer distance. I don't feel tired. See, this is important. So when breathing is concerned, normal healthy people only know they are breathing automatically. That's how we live. But healthy person, if you pursue more, your breathing must be voluntary. Automatic and voluntary. Means my third lobe. Remember, left lungs only 2 lobes. 2 lobes. Right lungs got 3 lobes. 1, 2, 3. And this third lobe is for what? For conserving oxygen. See? If not, why people, sportsmen, they got more stamina. They have very powerful, third lobe. And compared to anybody who walks just a short distance, no energy. Your third lobe is not conserving oxygen. What they use, God give you extra lobe, but you don't use them. You hear now? And then people play qigong. They qigong like play until 30 years. They only play qigong, as exercise, but no energy. Play qigong, you must know how to absorb, suck, absorb, signal, your bipolar, to send the energy. You are very excited now, and into the thymus. If I can play qigong, I suck, I extract the energy, the qigong energy, absorb into my, bipolar, you will send to my thymus, and the thymus will send them into the third lobe of the lungs. Conservation of oxygen, not reservation. If your lungs reserve oxygen, you die. Reserve, you cannot use, See, conservation, ready for you to use. See, that's why movement, every time you go up, all this qigong, when people play qigong, when you go dance Malay dancing, all these are qigong, When you go to karaoke, sing song is qigong, Qigong. So, not only the Tai Chi is qigong, no, karaoke is qigong. Without qi, you cannot sing, you can sing, isn't it? That's just qigong, people don't understand. So if you don't like Tai Chi, you can go karaoke. So all these are healthy things you are supposed to perform, but you are doing none. You see? So these are what is important, and everybody can do it. Okay? Then rotate your neck. I always want people to do this. This part, as I told you just now, this is the pathway. This will send anything that every organ in the body can, receive. If this pathway is not consistent, blocked, narrow, a lot of organs don't receive nutrients ready. That's how to do it. Wake up, your headline. Don't do one exercise. You go in the park, sometimes you see people like, don't ever do this, Don't ever shake the head, If you do like that, you have, extra burden. You lead to, cervical problem. So you need to make sure you shift your head as far away to the left it can go. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4 until 100. Then shift to the center 1, 2 until 50. Then shift to the right as far as you can go 100. Do 5 times. Anybody who wake up, do 5 times. This is something so unique. This is something when you do, to those who always complain about, always tight, muscles spasm, hands numb, go away. Just this. So why don't you do? A lot of people are a little bit of this exercise also, they're lazy, Yes. And you wonder how I do this or not? Because when I go back out to the park, I got no time for this. Go out in the park, I want to catch fresh air, other activities. And when I sit to move the bowel, I don't want to waste time. Even though I push the bowel, I do exercise. I do this exercise when I sit. And before bed, I push again. Move my bowel, I do again. Wake up, I do 1 time. Before bed, I do 1 time. So this part is always strong, alert. Your head is always vertical. You always see far, rather than you are seeing low. When a person head looking down to the ground, your expiry date time is about. Now there Because when we still look straight down, I still have a long way to live. Anybody whose neck here is always straight down, he still got years to live. To those who are already tilted, you might have limited years to live. Because you keep looking at the ground, knowing for sure you're going to go 6 feet deep. So why so early you want to keep looking at the ground? We're supposed to look further. I still want long journey of survival, not short distance, right now. So this is something very unique. Then flex up, flat, move, raise. This is your soleus muscle. When a person flattens the leg and raise, this soleus muscle move, which part of the body gain? The blood, is pushed back to the heart. Circulation is one way, Heart pump the blood out. Heart cannot pump the blood in, How on earth our blood goes back to the heart depend on this soleus muscle. So every day, good to do flex up. I do this exercise. You go and do it, see? If you have not been doing, you cannot do like that, see? You'll fall, you'll not be good, because I've been doing this for more than 40 years. So my body is always in equilibrium. You see? This is flexing. Each time I do, my blood continuously flow automatically back to the heart. The heart will never complain. Something like this is so unique. See, all this is the soleus muscle. Very important to push the blood back to the heart. Don't take for granted the heart pump goes out and heart pump the blood back. Heart cannot pump the blood back to the heart. It's only one way system. Push the blood out. So movement allows the blood to go back to the heart. So we cannot sit the whole day. We have to wake up, stand up. Every time if you sit, whether working in the office or not, don't sit more than 2 hours. 1.5 hours, stand up, go to the loo, washroom, clean up yourself, take some water, go to the, go and urinate. Don't drag 2-3 hours sitting. You don't exercise your soleus muscle. Blood going back to the heart becomes slow. So the heart is going to complain. And these are all one very important thing. See, you take your nap, then perform 10 slow races. These are all 10 slow lah, but I do 36. Flatten, 36, up 36. I do 36. This one I do 150, 150, 100, 5 counts. One set is 5. Yeah? That means 150, 150, 150, 5 times. Morning, 1 session, night 1 session. You start to feel, you'll never suffer from dizziness. You'll never suffer from numbness. All the shoulder will never, what it calls, become stiff or numb. See, it's not a rheumatic problem, it's a circulatory problem. So you need to wake them up, move them, alert them. Don't allow them to become lazy, stagnant. Don't move, immobile. So they send oxygen to your mind, balance your limbs and energy for the day. 1 minute of movement can reduce your risk of stroke. Just this movement can reduce your stroke. Boost your mental clarity and enhance your mood. It's not exercise, it's awakening. You see? It's not exercise, it's awakening. You're calling them up. Wake up. Don't stay idle. Don't become immobile. Use them. They're supposed to serve you. And they are waiting for your command. You don't command, they become lazy. See? Now your body is hydrated. First one, hydration, hydrated. Your blood is flowing. But what about your muscles? Especially after 65. Those 65 muscles become weak. Something dangerous begins to happen. A silent energy begins to eat away at your strength. It's called catabolism. And what is catabolism? Anybody who exercises a lot, you burn the energy now. Your muscles, you're in between, create a lot of oxidative stress. That's catabolism. So a lot of athletes, sportsmen collapse, die is because of catabolism. You burn, it leaves behind free radical and oxidative stress. Jam up your blood vessels. Your heart peak. Blood don't continue. You just dropped it. You don't suffer from heart attack. Catabolic problem. It happens to all sportsmen. You see why? The footballers, World Cup, less than 30 years of age, they are sportsmen, they're so healthy. Chase the ball, collapse and die. Catabolism. But doctor always say heart attack, heart attack. No, I'll show you after one day, after the end of the talk. World champion die. After I show you. They're so healthy, physically fit, but still die. All because of catabolism. But doctors say, heart attack, heart attack. No heart attack, it's catabolism. You burn, you exercise, but in between, leftovers. Anything that you do, there's a leftover. Oxidative stress. Free radical, they are going to block your blood cells from not picking up oxygen. Your blood cells commit suicide and you're dead. These are all, natural. Science, you don't have to be good in science to understand this. You don't have to be a doctor, but everybody needs to understand this simple natural science. If you come to the talk, you understand. You don't come to the talk, you read books, you don't understand. The books don't explain. See, that's why important to make sure the blood is free to flow. We need sakura, we need microalgae, we need seagull. See, muscle anatomy. When you react, every time when the muscle are used, it conduct a lot of combustion. In between combustion, there are a lot of oxidative stress in between, and you block energy from flowing. See, exercise is good, but leftovers. That's why you cannot say, when I exercise, I'm already healthy, I don't need supplement. Lee Chong Wei is an athletic. He's very fit, but he suffered from, cancer. You see, he's not healthy because he don't supplement. He's not supplementing the body. And expertise always burn a lot of oxidative stress, a lot of carbon dioxide, not leaving the body, controlling the blood. This allows the oxygen to jam in the blood. And when the blood finds no oxygen, the blood cells die. Just that. No sickness, no sickness, no cancer, nothing. Weakness, something not in the blood, you already die. That's the end. See? So this is where we want you to really understand. See, catabolism means, molecules, produced to small energy to produce energy, smaller unit to produce energy. This is very difficult, to produce smaller unit to give energy. So a lot of combustion takes place, wear and tear. So people only know how to use them, but you don't know how to clear them. Whereas, anabolism is easy. It's easy. Molecules receive the small unit. It produces the small unit. You use them to produce energy. So easy. Anabolize is easy. Catabolize is different. It's difficult. That's why when a person suffers from digestive problem, it is not, gastric problem. It is not digestive. It is catabolism. So catabolism. So don't always take for granted. I want to have a good digestion. No, I always tell myself, I want to have a good metabolism. Stomach digests food, no matter how healthy or unhealthy your stomach still digests food. These don't guarantee your body benefit. After digestion, metabolism. After metabolism, catalysm. After catalysm, emulsification. That's the time blood is able to enjoy the food. Digestion alone, body don't absorb. So don't be happy if you take a lot of food, your body digests. Your body don't guarantee absorption. Only after metabolism, your body guarantee absorption. See, these are where we need to understand certain procedure of how it reacts on the body. If not, forever, you don't believe. Why? Sportsmen collapse, die. Footballers collapse and die. Not heart attack, catabolism. It's the burn out of oxygen in the body, and the cells say, if I don't have oxygen, how to live? See, the breakdown of your own muscles to create energy is catabolism, because in the first hour after waking up, your body is in the fasted state. So if it doesn't receive protein, it begins to take it from within, and the year by year, this leads to weakness, frailty, and form. So when a person is 60 years old, you cannot stand, you cannot be balanced. It's not because of rheumatic problem. Muscles not supporting your bones. Your bones are strong, but they need muscles to work. Then only we can control squat, stand, climb up staircase. When muscles are not there, when protein is not there, your muscles become soft. You cannot conduct, you cannot walk up the staircase. So who say you suffer from rheumatism? Doctor. Your body says no. I'm deficient in protein, deficient in collagen. 30% protein, 10% collagen. Well, so we don't expect a lot. And collagen is a big market. Everybody needs them. Don't take for granted. I want to sell and make money. And don't take for granted somebody want to share collagen. It's not just because he's going to make money from you, he's going to make you healthy. He's going to make you, after taking collagen, your muscles are responding. You can walk properly. You can live a man, the age, 50, 60, 70, 80, and you are still independent. Freedom to move. This is life. I don't want to live long life. I want. If somebody asks me, how long I to live? Don't talk about 100 years of age. It's not the amount of years now. I want to live a healthy life. Healthy life means I can work, I can go anywhere I want, I can still see things clearly, and I can recall memory. Anything you want to ask me, I can answer you. This is the life of mine. Not, how many years you want to live or survive. There are people who want to live 100 years of age. But there are people living 100 years of age, but lying on bed 30 years, What's the point? It's not long life. It's in a healthy life. Healthy life means feed your body cells. We don't sell product, we sell information. Information. So tell your friend, I'm not selling you product, I'm selling information. If you don't hear me right, sorry, you better wait. I got no time. I got other people who are waiting for me to help them. I always tell people, if people don't hear what I say, okay, you think you're healthy? Yeah, your funeral, I don't waste my time. I got other people, I don't waste my time. There are people who need to help a lot, isn't it? So this is where, We don't want to wait until this extent. Symptoms of muscle weakness, difficult moving, fatigue, breathing, struggling to do daily tasks, difficulty in swallowing. A lot of people now cannot swallow food properly. Slurred speech, drooping eyelids, your eyelids start to droop. All these are signs of low collagen. See, no sickness, no disease. So the third ritual is what? Early nourishment. Food they are looking for. Your cells are looking for food. Morning, early. Waiting 30 minutes of waking, you must give your body clean protein. Are you sure the meat you take is clean? Contaminated with chemicals and hormone injection. Protein, food, meat, isn't it? And our sakura is clean, natural, raw, not the processed like with chemicals. And our sea cucumber, they are medical collagen, which are extremely good and meant for people like us living in a stressful world today. Need a lot of medical collagen from the seagull. So this may be a small shake. Maybe a small shake, and a few boiled eggs, a spoonful of yogurt protein powder. It doesn't need to be heavy, it just needs to be there. So sometimes you keep asking doctor or nutrition, how much I should take? Our body is not greedy. At least I take something in my body, that's good enough. It's not a matter of I take until I feel full. No. You just miss something. You don't need a lot. Take for example, eggs. If you don't understand what are the best food in the world that can give us the best health are eggs. Eggs. I've been taking every day the past 51 years, non-stop. Anywhere I travel, any countries I go, the first thing I look for eggs. I'll just buy eggs. Every morning I wake up and take 2 half-boiled eggs. I've been doing this 51 years. My HDL keep going up, my LDL keep going down. Just imagine. Correct food, good food serve good purpose. And why I take eggs? First, very wholesome. A lot of food from head to toe your body needs is there. And the first thing I want from it is the choline. 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 And what is choline? The moment digested, sends to the brain, medulla oblongata reacted, you use the choline to produce into acetylcholine. And once when it produces acetylcholine, my parasympathetic system, second brain, start to transmit message. I'm very alert, I'm very conscious. That's the most important thing for every human being. Acetylcholine or acetylcholine. Because choline is a very important element. They are not mineral, they are element. You can call it as what you call hormone, but it's an element, input element for my brain, ready to transmit message. If it is not transmitting message, you are not aware of who you are, and you can't even plan. You got no direction. There are people who live, I want to die, I got no direction already. Why they got no direction? The brain has no choline. No choline, no money, He got money, but he got no direction. There are lots of people, very rich, but say, I got no direction, no point to survive. I find I don't want to live anymore. I tell them, your brain is short of choline. Yeah? You are filthy rich, you got no money, but got no choline. So money cannot be healthy. Choline, minerals, nutrients, elements are very important. So this is what you need. Everybody must understand. For me, it's soft boil 4-5 minutes. Every day I take 2. I never stop. 51 years I've been doing that. And if you ask me, how many eggs a person can afford to take one day? 1 egg is 7 grams. Our body can afford 50 grams. One day we can handle 7 eggs. No problem.
Yes.
But if you ask me to take 7 eggs, I don't bother because you feel very stuffy, Is that it? I don't want. I just take 2. Sometimes I take 4. When I travel, I don't find good food, I take 8. Just 8. Because other times when you travel, you don't have good food. I take 4, 5. We don't need to take until 7, even though the body can handle 7. 7 times 7 is, it's 49 units. Body can handle 50 units, 50 grams. Every adult's body can handle 50 grams. That means 7 eggs per day. It's not hard, it's not problem. So, see, our protein is ready. Now, this you think if it is not easy, because a lot of protein powder sold in the market now. I've tested 137 types of protein sold in the market. Okay? None I want to take. And they asked me, they want to engage me to give talk. They sent the product to me. I tested the product in the lab. I say, sorry, I cannot help you to use the talk. And I don't want to comment because what I find that's not healthy, I don't want to comment. That's your problem. And they want me to give talk. I say no. When I find something not supposed to be there, it was there. How on earth can I mean, if I go on the stage and talk about your protein when it's not healthy, I don't want to spoil people's time. Or affect people's what you call the strength, See, so most of the protein in the market are not healthy. All those products, they are only sell to make money, but not making you healthy. The more you take, the more problems and more complicated you become. Don't pay a fool. We want good, healthy protein, and the one I did test, I find is good. Not because company engaged me to give a talk. I talk so much. I keep talking about the good. I told you, when I do a test, I find something wrong. I will never say it's good. I will not go against that principle. Okay? So even though a lot of companies want me to give talk, still I tell them I don't want to give talk so many talks already. I turn down a lot of companies. I don't want to give. I want more time for myself. Yeah, because when I'm young, I don't have me time, So I want to find more of a me time. During our days, no such thing as me time. But now a lot of youngster people, when they argue, I got no me time, Wow, when I heard this one, During our young days, we know such thing. But now younger people complain now. I want me time now. Wow, I find it's quite interesting, me time. So I also want me time now. So the third ritual done consistently has been shown to reduce muscle loss by up to 60% over 5 years. Just imagine, if I keep taking collagen, my body's collagen level will not drop. That means tomorrow I'm still able to climb up the staircase to my bedroom. There are a lot of people 65 years of age, but they stay ground floor. Bedroom, master bedroom, they cannot go up anymore. Not rheumatism, muscle deficit in collagen. And they still see doctor keep giving them, the medication on, rheumatoid arthritis. They don't suffer from that. You are taking wrong medication. You are supposed to take food for survival, not drugs, which you think you suffer from, the so-called rheumatic. So it also balances blood sugar, reduces cravings, and improves cognitive performance. See, balance sugar. A good, collagen. Though seagull, a bit sweet, it's not because of white sugar. It is what sugar melon, sweet melon, and it is not deriving from white sugar. It derived from rhamnose sugar, RHAMNOSE. This means plant-based sugar. It's not man-made white sugar. Totally different. Rhamnose, plant-based, naturally produced. No the artificial content of sugar it contains. So you don't have to worry about even diabetic. And one day, when the body starts to synthesize and used to the so-called seagull, your blood sugar balance to normal. Your HbA1c will go below 5. You don't have to worry about blood sugar glucose. You are supposed to always look at your HbA1c. This is the most accurate reading on body sugar balance. Then the pulse on protein.
1/3, the adults aren't getting the recommended amount of protein in their diet. 3% out of 3, 1% is deficient. So if you got 30% here, how many people are already deficient of protein? And you think you're still healthy. Your body always says, I'm deficient in protein. You are not aware. Don't ever wait until stress indicate and you suffer from the discomfort. So 60% of adults who don't meet the recommendation skip at least 1 meal a day. Skipping meal, it's not when we talk skipping meal is not dinner. No. We can skip dinner. Skipping breakfast is the most, dangerous thing in our life. If you want to hear this talk, my next talk is on healthy breakfast. And I'll tell you, if you skip breakfast, what's the problem? If you skip lunch, what's the problem? You suffer from stroke, heart attack. You don't know, but after listening to talk, I tell you how. All my talks are proven on the research, We are making research on my patient and in the universities, Not just hearsay, not hearsay. All, practical. So if you come to talk, then only understand. I want you to really understand, enjoy your breakfast. To have a good, health the rest of the life. And then what sort of food you're supposed to take? Dinner. It's the one meal we can afford not to take. And you're more healthier, stronger, younger. See? So this is more information when talks are delivered. The fourth ritual is the one most people never think about. But it might be the very reason some elders fall while others still dance. That is mobility. As you grow older, you cannot balance. You skip, you stand up, you cannot balance. Is that right? And some people forced to walk, they start to collapse. These are happening to people 55, 60, 65. It is happening to all these people because all the joints here are already not lubricated. They are not lubricated. So doctors say gout, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatism. No, your body don't have this problem. Your body don't have enough of the lubricant. Your body cannot make chondroitin. Your body is not able to secrete enough glucosamine. They are supposed to be in our joints, the end of the joints. All they're supposed to produce chondroitin, glucosamine. But the food we took and go against that, it breaks down, it depletes, and the ends of the bones have no cohesion, and it start to hit, against one another, causing a lot of friction and pain. You call it rheumatism or gout. Sapura, this is more as a medical collagen to correct. This is to beautify the skin more. Beauty, health, and the position, the sitting position of every organs, you need this. But correction and repair, you need this collagen. Both are collagen, but different function. Medically, whereas this is beauty. And how on earth my heart sits perfectly here. When collagen is not enough, your heart stops to tilt. That's why when a person reaches the age of 60, sometimes you walk, you start to feel, lately I can sense my heart not functioning. Your heart is still healthy. But why you can feel it like the heart pace is not good? It's because your muscles, the muscles surrounding the heart, when collagen drops, the muscle is not holding. The collagen is not holding the muscle, your heart in order. So the heart only 0.2 tilt. 0.2, not 1% now, 0.2 tilt. Your heart pace turn. You start to feel differently. Just imagine a little bit tilt, Your pace you walk, you start to feel you have panting spells, Not the heart problem. Position of the heart tilted. So you take collagen, the heart tilt back. Positioning of the heart. Every organ starts to be properly seated. Ladies' uterus, ovula are properly positioned. As you grow old, it collapses. Because the surrounding muscles, not having enough collagen to pull them into its respective position. So these are all position. And position comes from collagen. Your organs are not complaining. Your organs are not sick of you because you don't give them collagen. Not because they are going to give you sick nerves. See, understand your body. Don't always complain. to the doctor and doctor only hear your complaint. Oh, happy to prescribe medicine. Doctor is not selling you medicine. You complain now, so I prescribe. You see or not? All the fish you don't need at all. You only need good collagen, good protein. Huh? So, but it can be prevented in just 90 seconds. You don't need a long time. Right after your circulation resets, rotate your ankles. Rotate your ankles. Left, right side 10 times, left side 10 times. Both legs you do it. You know? And then rotate your 10 times each other. Rotate your knees gently. Rotate your knees right, then left. Yeah? Gently. And stand and twist your torso. Stand and twist your torso. Stand and twist your torso. Left and right. Lean from side to side. Side to side. And then roll your shoulders. Roll the shoulders. Front, back. You are awakening them. You are, asking them to, function. Alert them to continue, what you need. That's why, lean from side to side, roll the shoulders, breathe. These are not workouts. These are not exercise. These are invitations to move. You see? Awakening, wake them up, call them to, the function, invite them to move. You are supposed to call them, command them. If you don't command them, don't you think they become lazy? They're so happy they don't want to function, isn't it? And when they don't work, you start to suffer. You are not sick, but they don't perform. Command, they perform. So we have to understand all this. So they need this. Don't sell it product. Internally, sometimes they need something to perform. You want them to work, you must feed them. See? Medically, and then give them support with good, build up of skin complexion and internal, body is sitting, properly seated. See? Tell your body, I honor your years and I will not abuse your strength. It's our responsibility. We have to honor, our years and don't abuse them. Mobility is freedom. But once you're immobilized, stroke paralyzed, you got no freedom. You still got life, but on the bed, 24 hours. What's the point? Better die, honestly. Isn't it? That's why mobility is freedom. Once you're paralyzed, you got no freedom. Lose it, and you lose your independence. Okay? So, but practice it, and you will walk into each day with balance and grace. This is how you see people go to the park, laugh, happy, because the whole body is performing well. See? Rather than, this is immobility. What is the point of to continue to live honestly? See? And then this is where we want to be able to go to meet people, still in the park, still go to the mall, still, they're able to laugh and eat with people. So, these 4 products is not selling, is to make sure if you don't understand what you're supposed to take in the first thing in the morning, this to clean up waste and impurities of blood, this is for repair, this is to strengthen every position of the organs, and this is to resettle a lady's, pituitary gland. Make sure he understands you as a lady. When I sleep, it stops to register informations, produce the hormones. Tomorrow I wake up as a lady, how I feel. If it stop reading you, then the pituitary gland might not produce one important hormone, oxytocin. If oxytocin is not produced, it cannot, resettle your what they call the ovary and the positioning of the uterus, which when it starts to prolapse, starting to urinate, you don't feel good. You might feel something, sitting or burdening. So all this is a must, is a need. Not because of selling product, but because of cells. They need this sort of food to continue the service we expect them. If you don't feed them, you expect them, they will not be happy. And now, the 5th ritual or 5 months. Perhaps the most secret, you have awakened your body, but what of the mind? Huh? If your thoughts are clouded, if your memory fades, if you feel anxious or scattered, then the rest means little. See, we don't want to wake up, by having a very dull, and moody state. Awakened body, good mind. We don't want cloudy brain. We don't want too much anxiety. And MA plus can do this. MA plus don't despise. The more you understand the content of this NRF2, nuclear electron factor 2, it is very responsive to C2. Every cells in my body function the way God commands. God wants them. But why and how on earth my cells opposed? Because I took a lot of food contaminated, hormonal properties, chemical distortion. These create problems in my blood, which cells cannot communicate cellularly. Not because they're sick, because the food you took isn't ready for your cells to utilize them as energy. So before the noise of the world enters your life, take 1 minute for mental clarity. A lot of people got no time for this. Wake up, rush to the market, rush, sending children to the school. Isn't it? You don't give your body mind, mental focusing, sedation, mindfulness, body. We need this body. Don't force them to do work, but you don't rest them enough. Mental clarity. When your mind is settled, the pathway is continuous. One pathway tell you what to do, another pathway complete the mission delivered. So you'll never be forgetful. As people always say, forgetful. Even at the extent of today, Alzheimer and dementia. All because the pathway is blocked. One pathway, no delivery, second pathway. So this is clarity, brain clarity. Then our brain is what? Silence. Sit in silence, close your eyes, and begin to remember yesterday in reverse. What did you eat? Who did you speak to? And what color was the sky? What did you feel? How you feel? All this you have to recall. That means your brain is always alert. Your brain is always alert. You will never feel foggy. Yeah? You will never miss, any what you call the instruction when people bypass to you. So it's not your memory like that is lapsing because you are not responding. See? So a lot of times, if you don't give your brain certain clarity or silence, I'm very sure there are many times, when you meet someone, like your husband took you to a dinner, and when the husband friend came, the husband recommend, this is my wife, and then the husband will say, no, this is George, and this is, Mary, introduced to you, and you sit, and then 1 hour later, you ask your husband, just now your friend, what was the name? Right or not? Right or not? That is not because your brain is not clear enough, not in clarity, not in silence. So when it's in clarity and in silence, you may know. Yeah? Oh, just tell your friend, Richard, wow, your wife is Mary. Is it or not? It will recall information. This means the brain always wants sometimes silence to keep it alert. Now, give you clarity. If it's always noisy, disturbed, without clarity and the silence, it is too disturbed mind. Yeah? Distortion comes in. You cannot concentrate. So these are all something very important, and I'll be teaching this in medical schools, for people who are in fact learning anything of like depression. Doctor will talk about depression. I always say, nobody suffers from depression. This word also is out medical. Nobody suffers from it. Your brain is confused. And they don't understand why. They put the word depression. And who can cure depression? They put the word, but they give you medication, but can it be cured? If you understand, confusion. Take certain food that breaks, the block on the brain, confusion goes down, decline, information comes in, good contact, the person start to, behave naturally again, back to normal. When you talk about depression, keep taking antidepressant pill, the brain goes backward. Instead of forward, goes backward. You're getting worse. Nobody taking depression pills gets better. Nobody. I got a lot of doctors themselves. Doctors, themselves taking antidepressant pills. They are my patient today. And I told them what they are supposed to do. You need to inner thought. Sometimes you have to spend time after work at night, after dinner, 9:30 p.m. Lock yourself in the room. Start to talk to yourself. The people say this is crazy. One day I'll give this talk. Talk to yourself. You understand how powerful is talk to yourself. You are not crazy. No, this is very powerful. I give this talk, and I also give a lot of this, the course in the University of Malaya. They always ask me to give talks on this. Even entrepreneurs talk. Anybody can become an entrepreneur. All this talk, I give. All because of, you must know how to enforce the brain into its normal, the correct function. So this more practice builds something called cognitive reserve. You see, your brain, silence, clarity, cognitive reserve. Your brain's ability to stay strong even as you age. No matter 80, 90 or even 100 years. Neuroscientists now confirm that people who do this daily remain sharper longer. You see, you have to keep practicing so you'll never lose your memory. The minds adapt even when others begin to fail. See, cognitive reserve. Modifiable health factors. This is the modifiable. We can improve this. These are non-modified. You can modify your age. You can modify your gender. You can modify a genetic factor. You can modify smoking. You can modify diabetes. You can modify physical obesity, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. You can modify. All these can be corrected. Cognitive reserve will have to correct. You don't need cure. Education is important. Social support. We cannot just stay at home, mix with people, talk to people, laugh if you need them. Laugh out loud, shout out loud enough. If you want to cry out loud enough. Don't cry in a room, nobody listen. You are going to get killed. Yeah? Cry in the public doesn't matter. That is to express yourself. What I feel and I want to, de-stress my body. Then positive effect, there are two things. We don't want negative effect. We want positive effect. Listen. Generate energy. Don't, not yet listening. Cannot laugh. A lot of people like that, Yeah, you thought, sit down, I thought the friend, how can you become successful? You see or not? That is negative effect. We want positive effect. Listen. How people do. How people achieve, the top. This is positive effect. This is something you might not know. Called positive effect. I teach this, psychology in Germany. Positive effect. Psychological memory. Psychological memory is, parasympathetic. It's not sympathetic. Parasympathetic. It's psychological. Then the stimulating activities. Today, children needs to stimulate. You cannot teach a child in the room, everybody sitting. Now, one day, there might be, 7 lessons. Out of 7 lessons, 3 lessons must be activity. They need to talk, they need to respond. That is stimulating your activity. Then cognitive training. You need to play games. You need to think of something. You need to exercise. Some people say, oh, I want to do anything. I want to be a free thinker. A free thinker die very fast. Because free thinker means you think nothing, Nobody can be a free thinker. We need to think. We need to respond. That's why you have to stimulate the brain. You need games. Play games with people. The one games, I always tell people which is good for Chinese. Mahjong.
Yes.
Mahjong is very stimulating to the brain. It's not gambling, you know. It's something very unique. Your brain will not lead to cognitive failure. Today, it is already widespread. Even in America, you go San Francisco, you go and see that evening, 7 o'clock, 7:30 along the street, all the Masai are playing Mahjong now. They're playing Mahjong now, you know. So it's something good, very unique. And I teach all my family members. Most of the Sunday when we gather together, we play. I play with them. I want them since young, you know. They're small. I train them. Mahjong is uniting, forming, you know, planning, uniting, motivating. Something good. Use the brain. Happy. Whatever cards you want to throw, you also must allow. You must also understand. Use your eyes. Use your brain. This is very stimulating. Something good, something unique. We want to enjoy. That's it. See? So these are what? Cognitive reserve. Cognitive reserve means all this. You cannot just stay in the room, do nothing, and stay idle. So this is not memory training. It is presence. It is respect for the day that just passed. It is a signal to your mind. I am awake. I am aware. I am still learning. No matter how old you are, you can be 8 years of age, you can still learn. Learning has no age barrier. Whoever always say, if you got time, you will go and attend any talk or every training. You are smart. You're going to use your brain. You are getting smarter as days pass by. Even you grow older, your brain grows better. Rather than sitting at home, do nothing, think nothing, your brain ages faster than your age. That's wrong. See? So these are in fact very important. Memory, respect, brain, I'm awake, I'm aware, your presence. I want to keep learning. No, I will not stop learning. Something, you know, in life, our body wants us to do. Each time when I participate, when I talk, I am commanding. My cells are listening. They are eavesdropping. Anything you do, you command. It's a very powerful medium. They listen to your talk and command. So now, you know, just 5 minutes, 5 intentional steps. Hydration, movement, nourishment, mobility, clarity, simple, gentle, powerful. Just there. And it's free. It's free. Somehow you still got no time. Then you got time to leave this world faster. So you must find time. Don't say no time. Find time. So Sakura, seagull, anytime ready. More for mobility. Hydration, of course, is water. You need to stand by. Body movement. You are not exercising. You are waking them up. You are reminding them, don't become idle. Keep moving. Nourishment. What food you are taking? If you are still every day taking char kway teow, is wrong. Right now, you can take char kway teow, but not every day. 1 week, 1 time, 2 times, no problem. But make sure you got good food like sakura, like seagull, like MB plus. These are the medium food ourselves are expecting. Not the rest, which is only delicious for the mouth, but risk-taking for yourselves. And it's going to cause a lot of problems and complications in your later years. See? So this is so unique. The word tells, that aging is decline. That growing older means growing weaker. But that is a total lie. Who said growing old is going to become weak? If I know how to manage myself, good lifestyle, correct food, growing old is not going to become sick. Right on. So it's not the age problem, it's your discipline. It's the discipline. How much you do of yourself, what you need to do, is important. So told by those who do not understand discipline and do not believe in choice. That is your funeral. That's why you need to understand. We don't want to look old like this. Same age, but we want to look like this and not this. It can not turn you into this manner. We want to walk straight. but not hunch. So these are the 4 properties in food that delivers. You are not spending your money, that is going to go to waste by going to make sure that you look brighter, younger, beautiful, sit and stand always upright, And what are the types of discipline? Preventative, supportive, restorative, corrective, collaborative, empowering. See, that is discipline. So discipline answers everything. Answers to give you good health, and the answer to make your net worth grow and financial, freedom. As when your net worth start to grow, you're going to get more money. You're helping people and you're reaping some interest. That is fair. Win-win situation. Making people healthy and your pocket also healthy. So, you still have a choice. You can begin your day rushed. Rush here, there are a lot of people rush every day, multiple, wake up only, rush, rushing life, and then scatter and drain, or you can rise like a Tarzan. Tarzan, strong, robust, but very calm. Tarzan is very calm, They are not like do things, excitingly, rush, no, they are very calm. Why? When your brains come, you are disciplined. Your body's energy are not put into waste. When you come, everything you do, your energy are fully utilized. Yes, it's not put into waste. See? So these are very important. You're not scared. We don't want to drain our body. We want to become enriching. Discipline will come to this end. Indiscipline will never achieve this state. You can never achieve this state. So you can skip these 5 minutes and spend the next 10 years slowly unraveling, or you can order them and gain 30 more years of clarity, connection, and control. So these 5 minutes, what do you want to do for the next 10 years? To get sick? Or there's choice, I want to stay healthy. So from good health, even until old age, I'm still healthy. You could live 30 more years with clarity and success. Mind-body connections are important. See, mind-body connections, they are well connected. Cellular communication. Give you the best positive thoughts, no negative feelings. So these are something very unique, and every human beings are supposed to enjoy this benefit. So, tomorrow morning, before the world calls your name, take back those 5 minutes. Stand tall, drink slowly, move gently, eat with intention. Remember with gratitude, because these minutes are not small. They are the most powerful minutes of your day, and perhaps the most powerful minutes of your life. And if you don't choose this, you will never come back to you. Things good, is a matter of training and training and discipline. If you don't perform, the body is going to turn to waste. So something we need to really know what we're supposed to do, and you cannot just follow blindly. We need to understand the detail. So, and if you are wondering where to begin, just begin. You don't need to do all 5 perfectly. The 5 rituals I've already shared. You don't have to do all perfectly. You can pick anyone and start anyone. You don't have to go according to the procedure. Anyone, you think which one you want to start first, no problem. Start with one, let that one become your anchor. Because anything you want to do when exercise is concerned, I want to do this first, I love this. By all means, enjoy. Your pleasure. Do that first. Doesn't mean you have to follow what I'm doing, You can follow any one of the 5. You can put the 5 to place 1, and or the third to place 1. Doesn't matter. In so long as you have discipline, you don't have to ask yourself, where do I start? It can be any time. Just begin tomorrow. Don't keep telling people, wait till I am free. And when you are free, when you are dead, you are free. If you are not there, can never be free. Every day you're moving myself. How to be free? That's why there's no such thing as wait till I'm free, The real time when a person is free is you are dead, then you're free. So when we are still living, we are not free. So we must set the correct time. Don't prolong. We don't have to do it all. Start with one and make that as an anchor. Anything that you want to do, you must set an anchor. A successful man start with something small. Anchor strong enough to hold the fort to make you, a successful man, a rich man. If you don't have an anchor, anything you do will not stay. Anchor, very powerful. Health also need an anchor. Business also need anchor. Education also need anchor. Husband and wife also need anchor. If husband got no anchor, the wife leave. Or the wife no anchor, husband leave. You need anchor. See or not? So this is life. So you are not here to survive your later years. You are here to thrive in them with peace, with strength, and with wisdom. This is nature's way, and after this talk, it is your way. It is your way, peace of mind. Thrive with mindfulness, give you the strength how to get wisdom. See, when I'm successful, I got a lot of wisdom. When I got something that I motivate myself to do, I will achieve wisdom. If you got nothing, you got no anger, where got wisdom? You need to have something, you need to start with something. So, then build. Let your morning be a secret ritual, a time of honoring your body, your breath, and your being. 5 ways to honor your body. The secret, ritual. Breathing, honor your well-being, honor your body by moving it daily. These 4 products, is there to stay. MA Plus, 1 sachet morning, 1 sachet evening. And then Sakura is a must every morning. If you want to take 2, 1 per day in the morning. Then, 1 sachet afternoon for medical collagen will start to do, repair after lunch. Then, secret is meant more for ladies. And men might ask, can men take? I don't know how many of you listen to my talk on Secret Mona Lisa. Those who listen to my talk on Secret Mona Lisa, these men, till today still take Secret Mona Lisa. And I was shocked, there are three, who phoned me and said, thank you, Dr. Go. After taking Secret Mona Lisa, I feel I am a man now. I'm a man now. Then I said, last time I'm not a man now. No, not man enough. Now I'm a man. I don't need chakra. So don't ever take for granted Secret Mona Lisa is for ladies. No. The one product inside, which is powerful, Life Boost is equally for both sexes, man and woman, to create a very well-balanced, pitch study to promote, for men, good, what you call the hormone to respond, to sex, which, no matter how old you are still an active, healthy man. You don't need background. And for ladies, they might need 2 sachets per day. For men, you don't need. I tell you, if you want it to prolong and make you healthy as a man, every 2 days, 1 sachet is good enough to make you really strong, mentally, healthily, sexually. The testosterone hormone, it can, for men, which when you stimulate your pituitary, you will start to raise. It is not going to build the testosterone. Testosterone cannot be built. It needs to raise and stimulate. And the pituitary must make sure your body can raise up the content of testosterone, which is, for men, a hormone that is necessary for sexual, influence sexual development. Now, this is one side I want to show. Bodybuilding champion Wang Kun suddenly passed away. China, bodybuilding champion. Why at only 30 years of age? 30 years of age is the time a man or any human beings, the right old age now, healthy age now. And the bodybuilder, world champion. The recent physical examination showed very fit, very fit. And then the national champion suddenly received bad news. December 14, 2025, last year, died tragically due to sudden cardiac arrest. So doctor said cardiac means it's not the heart. The blood attacks the heart. Healthy men who believe. So why? Because of combustion. A lot of oxidative stress, free radical stay in the blood, blocking oxygen. So when oxygen is getting limited in the blood, you collapse. He is not suffering from heart attack. He is not having a disease, but overworking, exercise, body, the break and the turn into a lot of oxidative stress kills him. See, so these are something I want to let people know. So if he were to take MA plus, take away his oxidative stress, he leave. He don't need Sakura. He needs what? He needs C to come. He needs C gold. Why? A lot of sportsmen have a lot of wear and tear. Collagen not enough. Sakura not enough for him. C gold is good for him. So if he knows how to take MA plus and C gold, he leaves. What a pity. Healthy person still live. Because body tell you, you work me, you don't feed me well. No. It's what you need to feed the body. So you can use the body anytime. You keep wanting your body to show, but you don't feed the body. The body collapses. See? So that's it for today. Healthy living past 70. That's the pathway to good health. So, got a chance. Next stop will be, the Malaysian healthy plate. Healthy breakfast. So, got a chance. Next month, I might deliver this stop. Okay, so see you. Thank you. Not freezer, just normal. Yeah, it's about 4%. That's 4% cold in the freezer. Not freezer, No. It has to be done every day. Fresh. And just like I told you, is the 1 quarter lah. After squeezing, you take the juice. Don't throw away that piece. You put that into the cup. Pour hot water, 40 ml, 100 ml hot water. Use the metal spoon tip, to knock at it. Then start to rub again. Again, then add water. Squeeze that piece, throw away, and you already got another liquid down here, isn't it? Add with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of honey. Stir 400 ml water, you drink. Just one every day like that, you start to see a lot of changes. Now, just 1 quarter gives you a lot of benefit.
Second question, anyone? Oh, this one will be last one top that is a top. So we will be taking a group photo.